Hello, and I'm back again. I wanted to put it out. I was kind of compelled to put out another video for the week. Um, I'm really grateful for all the support I got for my first video. Like I said, this is still work in progress, and I'm hoping things are going to get better. Um, but anyway, as I was going through my, news feeds and stuff over the weekend, I was noticing that a lot of people had some negative stuff going on. A lot of Capricorn issues. I noticed people had some back problems. I had a family member has a back problem ruled by Capricorn. I noticed a few deaths. My condolences go out to my friends that had deaths over the weekends during this new moon. I wish the best for you. Uh, and we've had Uranus go direct. Its station went direct yesterday. And we had the Trump declaring a national emergency. There's that spot, that unexpected. I think we're going to see more of that as Uranus moves into that critical degree of Aries. And the closer that Mars gets to Uranus, whatever comes out of this unexpected event is going to be growing up until the end of the month. I'm hoping that this activation of Uranus going direct and the moon moving into Uranus, Aquarius, it pulling out of this Capricorn energy kind of lightens the load, making stuff not so heavy for everybody. Maybe a little depression kind of effect. Also, we've got Venus moving into Sagittarius this morning, and that also may help lighten the load a little bit. It just went through that huge retrograde cycle in Scorpio. Thank God that is over. No more of that Scorpio stuff going on for a while, until, we've got other, just be personal planets going through there now. The Sun, Moon, Mercury, and Venus. So we ain't gonna have to worry about no Sagittarius or no Scorpio energies, none of that stuff for a while. We're done. Yay. Couldn't be more happy about that one. I'll move on this side of the chart so maybe we can see some of these aspects going on. Mercury is getting ready to move into its square with Mars. And this could kick up the communication assertiveness that's going on with this government shutdown. You may start to actually see either more argumentation or them coming to some sort of kind of agreement here shortly, I'm hoping. Definitely with the moon moving in Aquarius and Uranus going online again, accessing and squaring these nodes, it's definitely going to focus that energy on that nodal shift that I keep talking about, with government and home and all this stuff. It's going to kickstart some stuff and throw some sparks in our situation where, we could be some heated arguments, but it also could be some motivated and assertive communications going on with anything that has to do with government and rules and all that good stuff. We've got, we still have the Sun trining Neptune in positive aspect. Jupiter's starting to move in his square to Neptune, which may cause some confusion, maybe some deceitful media kind of stuff. There's your fake news and people trying to find the truth and lies being told, and everyone's lying right now. The government lies, the media lies, everybody's lying right now for their own hidden agendas. Very Neptune and Pisces kind of energy. Let's see. But anyway, uh, we've got the moon sextiling, getting ready for a sextile on Mars. That's in Aquarius, and that's we the people and energy, and you could see a little bit of revolt or some kind of new assertion from the community here. So definitely, unfortunately, I don't like to talk a lot of politics when it comes to my astrology channel and stuff, but I cannot. You just can't avoid it because that's what Capricorn rules. And all these energies and all these squares and trines uh, coming through and activating all this stuff. You just can't deny it. And it is on the world stage and it does affect us all. So, um, but anyway, if you notice up here, I've got a sun and a moon. I just wanted to timestamp that last eclipse so that we can build off this. And this is going to get crazy. This is going to get more and more intricate as the year goes on, and you start seeing, see how the moon moved over here, and the guy's right here now. And this guy's pulling out, and he's at 16 degrees as he's moving toward Pluto and the South Node. So get ready for this little breakdown as the sun goes and further updates and purges and shines a light on more paradigm or more things in the paradigm and structures and that are not working, and as they're reforming this, reforging this, our government, reforging our structures, reforging all that stuff. The sun's doing his job there, and we just kind of have to wait this out a little bit. Uh, but like I said, my condolences go out to my friends. I know that I don't like to, I didn't say anything negative about that new moon, but it could be a good thing or a bad thing. That's the thing is they're cataclysmic. Sometimes they're cataclysmic events that happens on new moons that kind of kickstart you into a new life. Like I said, things that started over this weekend or things that happened over this weekend, you're going to remember for the rest of your life. If the the degrees and everything, some people it might be happening a little bit later. You might not feel the repercussions till later. Things may not manifest till a little bit later, but we will see the effects of this new moon throughout this lunation for the next couple weeks, and until it comes to a highlight at the full moon in 0 degrees Leo. And but anyway, so we're getting some more fire support. We've got more fire activation. We've got Jupiter and Venus activating our Mars and Uranus and this fire. We're getting some fire, some motivation, some inspiration, and we've got just a pinch of air going on here, adding a little bit more, logic behind everything that's going on right now. We've kind of been just in an emotional energy, a fiery, watery, earthy element right now. It's so devoid of air, so devoid of logic. Everything. My nerves have been a wreck, and I don't even. I mean, I know why, and I think it's this, and it's just a. These shifts are huge right now. I don't know if anybody else can feel it. It's just you can feel something's about ready to change. Um, I don't know what it is. I'm assuming it's going to be something around the government. It could be a shocker. And I think it's going to come soon because this Uranus is now squaring these north and south node. This is activating that up again. It's kicking it up. This has been squaring us for quite some time. It's been stirring up a lot of stuff. I mean, when's the last time you heard so much craziness going on with our government and, the government shutdown and all, the revolts and the walls and the taxes and all that stuff? That's Capricorn. Look how messed up that is. Look how our taxes this year might be delayed because all that's offline. It's not working right. We're trying to get rid of the old stuff that don't work and bring in new stuff that does work, stuff that feels good, stuff that is protecting our home, or our personal spaces, our that's what's important right now is, our home, our family, our clan. I mean, not saying we do have Jupiter and Sagittarius, which is, foreign lands and stuff like that. America, in my opinion, will always be, a beacon of liberty. And, we're always going to rise to the occasion to an oppression or an oppressor or a dictatorship. In the most extreme cases, we always have. And I think we always will. That's just American way. But anyway, hopefully, throughout the rest of this week, as Venus moves into Sagittarius, the moon moves into Aquarius, some of this heaviness starts to lift up. And this is going to be off and on all year because, like I said, this is going to be a heavy, earthy Capricorn year. So take advantage of all these times that we get these air and fire elements activated, because it kind of lightens the load a little bit and makes things not so serious and everything. Also, one of the things that I've noticed when last time Jupiter was in Sagittarius, I had cabin fever just horribly. And that makes sense because Sagittarius loves openness and being outside. And, a horse, you can't put a horse in a small containment, or a centaur in a small containment. They need open space and be able to shoot their bow at things in the distance and all that stuff, and reach new horizons and travel and stuff like that. So if you start feeling like you're getting cabin fever, like the walls are closing in, that's really just this Sagittarius kind of like not digging all this Capricorn energy. It's just Sagittarius don't like heavy, and with Venus moving in there, it kind of just amplifies that cabin fever feel. And this may be a week that maybe go have a drink after work, get out of the house, go do something with your friends. This could be a great week to just get out of the house and do something. Break away from the seriousness and the confinements of your everyday paradigms. And this stuff gets boring after a while. You're just becomes so routine. And Sagittarius and Venus and Sagittarius, they want to break it up a little, especially Aquarius. They want to break up that stale air, those walls closing in, and break out and get out and do something. But anyway, I want to say condolences to my friends who lost family members, people that got hurt over the weekend. I wouldn't be surprised, now that Uranus has gone direct and it's squaring these nodes, that you start seeing a little bit more strange things. If you're noticing car wrecks, or people bumping their heads and falling and getting hurt, and that's very Uranian and Aries kind of thing, that recklessness. So try not to be reckless, stay grounded, but don't be too heavy about everything. Don't take everything too serious. We do have this Jupiter and Venus and Sagittarius, and this moon in Aquarius now, and Uranus is on mine, so we're starting to get a little bit more of the yang energy, the more positive, more uplifting, more less serious, and discipline and all that crap. And so I hope that with that, I'm just going to sign off. But thank you for listening, and thank you for everyone that subscribed. And I hope I can help you any way I can. One of the things I want to note is that, notice how I have two suns here. And what I'm going to do is I grow this drawing, and we start noticing how these aspects are working, these energies and these sparks and these algorithms are working. But these timestamps, I can draw off of these, and you can see, we can go back and say, remember, January 1st or January 5th, and what happened then? What happened, and now, how is that timeline moving? So anyway, that's just a timestamp. So it's not, I have two suns up there, I do, but this one is just recognizing the first eclipse of the year. So we're going to keep that there. And as the sun moves out and all this stuff I will show you how that eclipse is progressing through these planets and these houses and all that stuff. But I hope things get a little bit more positive for people this week. I feel that this will be a good week to, try to get with this Jupiter Sagittarius thing. It also pushes us to find new experiences. So, if you feel like the walls are closing in and things are too heavy right now, maybe it's time to try something different. Throw your mind out of whack a little bit and try something new. If you're a horror guy, maybe you want to try some comedies. If you're into sappy romance and all that crap, maybe you want to switch to horror movies. I don't know. You just flip it over and see what the other side and effect has on you. And maybe you can lessen this, because unfortunately with Capricorn, all these energies in Capricorn and everything, too much Capricorn makes things start get overbearingly, like they just wear you down. It's just too hard. You push too hard and you're trying too hard, it ain't fun anymore. And with Sagittarius here, and he's only here once every 12 years, we gotta not take things so seriously. We definitely want to take things seriously, but we just remember that we're doing what we can, and we're doing the best we can, and let's just celebrate and this new year on a more positive level. I feel like I'm rambling, so I'm going to jump off here. I love you guys. Like I said, please subscribe. Everything I do is going to be free. So thank you, and I love you all. This has been Jeff, and I'm out. Peace.